the way that I almost decided not to review this TV show because I was just enjoying it so much that I thought, oh, maybe I'll just watch it and not review it. But then I wanted to rant about it, so here we are. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel of Delusional Theories, where we review every show in existence. And by we, I mean me, Joe, your host, your deranged delusional host. I need to start introducing myself with a lot more positive attitude towards myself. But anyway, my fever is going up. I can feel it. I will be in bed in the afternoon, so let's do this now. Because somehow, you guys, I'm still sick. I don't know what's going on with my goddamn body, that it can't expel this goddamn flu, but here we are. I took a pill a while ago, so maybe that'll work. And it has been 10 minutes, of which I will cut hopefully 7 of this intro. Anyway, I'm really excited about this casting. I love the first 3 episodes. I only am now reviewing them because... Anyway, so what is the show about? The show is inspired by this TV show, by this book series, and it's about this world in a future where there's interplanetary travel and human beings have expanded to occupy several planets in our galaxy. One of those kind of shows / movies / worlds. I love this kind of stuff. When you tell me that humans have overcome all of our current bullshit to explore the universe, I love it. But in this TV show, humans have not overcome any bullshit, because like one of the biggest themes that I've seen so far, and I'm assuming is going to be played out throughout the whole show, is this idea that the planetary human system is not run by any government or anything like that. It's run by corporations, right? And the people we follow in the show is this team of researchers that are coming from one of the independent planets, the planets that are not under the wing of the goddamn corporations. And they're going there to their little research facility in an alien planet that they don't know, to kind of prove to the corporations and to themselves and to their people that they don't need the corporations, that they can live out their life and explore the planets and do their research and still be independent from the corporations. So I enjoy this very much. I enjoy the idea that the human race might, face great challenges, might have great breakthroughs in technology and medicine and space travel and all this bullshit, and still be idiots who are run by corporations. I really appreciate the staying true to human nature. Actually, recently I read something interesting about this idea that human beings aren't really evolving, that like technology is evolving and medicine is evolving and transportation evolves and whatever, but people really just remain the same and go through the same cycles of destroying themselves, then rebuilding, going through an enlightenment age, only to just then grow richer and faster and have more technology to destroy themselves, and then rebuild and go through an enlightenment period. And it just sucks. It just sucks that I'm living through the destruction part. It sucks. Okay? I'm not happy about the fact that I'm going to live the best decades of my life, potentially with my country falling into a fascist regime. Kind of fucking sucks. But about Murderbot, I won't shut up about this, politics in Portugal business for a long ass time, so you guys better get used to it. In this world, this planetary exploration world, there are this, basically, not race, it's a technology. There are these robots, these security robots, they call them SECs, right? Security unit. And these robots have higher intelligence, they have higher consciousness, they basically think like themselves. Like, they don't think like humans, but they have a higher consciousness. Like, they are conscious beings, and they are made of robotic parts and organic parts. So it's basically a human enhanced with a lot of technology and then a robot suit. And they are basically a slave race. They are slaves. They are constructed by the corporations. They are rented out to researchers or, I don't know, like factories or whatever they are needed for security. And they have no say in their own lives. And the Murderbot that we follow, the sec unit that we follow is the Murderbot, who, I don't remember. This was like season 1. He found a way to get around through the controls that make sure he doesn't hurt people to free himself from the control he has from the corporations. So Murderbot, self-titled Murderbot because he wanted to murder everyone. Did he murder everyone? No, because he's a smart Murderbot and he knew that if he murdered everyone, they would just catch him. So he right now is free. He has free will. He has freedom over his choices and his actions, and he can do whatever he wants. But he can't really, because if he kills the people he's with and tries to make a run for it, they will catch him. So it's this idea that he is free, but not really. Like, he has the freedom to choose to run away. He has the freedom to choose to murder all of them. And he has the freedom to simply do the work as he did before, but now he can enjoy other things. And isn't this just a beautiful way of explaining human life? I mean, I could run away into the sunset. I could stop working and never give in to capitalism again, and then I would die. This is really my bottom line for my review so far of this show, and for my perspective so far of this show is I relate so much to that Murderbot. The fact that keep in mind, this is a TV review channel. I do some movies sometimes, but it's mostly TV. And why do I watch so much TV? Because I enjoy escaping from my life. Because, I mean, now I don't actually need to escape. But when I was younger, when I started obsessively watching TV shows, I needed very much to escape. What does he do? What is the one thing that Murderbot baby boy enjoys doing when he's not, doing his homework for the humans? Watch TV shows. That's all he does. He watches TV shows all the time. It's so cute. Like, they are trying to give him orders, getting him to do stuff, and he's just watching his little TV shows. Did you guys watch that film with Kristen Stewart where she's like a machine, a boy in the ocean, and she like starts watching this YouTuber, and then just becomes her in a virtual reality? That's literally what Murderbot is doing. It's just living vicariously through the robots in these shows, which is what we all do. Ain't that funny? Aren't these things a little funny? I mean, to be fair, I can go to Paris and be, not Emily in Paris, but Jo in Paris, but I can never, face a White Walker, and I can never go to Hogwarts, and I can never space travel. So really, when you are a person with imagination and with big dreams, all you can do to live them is live them vicariously through fictional stories. So what goddamn choice do we have? And Murderbot understands that. And he's also incredibly sarcastic, which I love. I love because one thing I will say is I want more world building. Like, I want to know what the world is like there. Like, I want to know different planets. I want to know different races. I want to know about societal organization. Like, what's happening? Is it really just corporations messing with people? And then some of them are independent and they're trying to get them to all be under the wing of the corporations. How very relatable. But I want more world building and to just be immersed in it. Kind of like The Foundation. I cannot wait for the next season of The Foundation. But anyway, the story of this TV show starts with this one bot who gets free from the command that he can't hurt humans. And then he decides smartly, intelligently, that it's not worth it to kill all of the humans who've been abusing him for years, because then they will just kill him. So he just goes along with the plan, and eventually he gets back because the mission where he was, I think it was a factory for something, ends. So What's that way of saying ends? Anyway, ends, and he's returned back to his renters, which are the corporations, whoever they are, and he is put on display again to be rented by another team, and the team that rents him is these researchers that are going to a different planet to do research for their biology, chemistry shit. And these are the independent people from the independent country, and they are going to the planet to not only do the research, but just to prove that they can, because they don't need the corporations to live their lives. And they don't like this shit of having like sec units and having robots with consciousness be their slaves. They don't like it. They don't like the corporations, but to go on a mission, they need the robot, so they take the robot. And a lot of shenanigans happen. They start understanding that someone is messing with their maps of the planet, someone is messing with their like technology, like their satellite system and whatever. So there are shenanigans there. However, the shenanigans start before the mission starts, because why in the world was our baby boy Murderbot in that little capsule, that demonstration capsule where the corporation was being like, oh, do you want to take this very new model of the Murderbot, now of the sec unit? Do you want to take this incredibly new model that is on display behind the glass here? Look at him. Don't you want to take him? He'll protect you. Very expensive, but he will protect you. And then right behind him, he wasn't supposed to be there, was our baby boy Murderbot. Who the hell put him there? Because the team, not wanting a sec unit, regardless of how new the model is, of course they're going to pick the one in the back, the Murderbot, because it's cheaper. And that's how he gets with the team to the planet. And that feels very planned, doesn't it? And keep in mind, I didn't read the book, so I don't know what the plan is. I have an inkling of a feeling what the plan is because, I mean, the intro kind of gives it away with those black robots. And we see one in episode 3 as well. But the plan starts in the goddamn station or planet, wherever they are, before they go on the research trip, because someone had to put the Murderbot there. Who put him there? Question mark. Question 1. Whoever put him there is the same people that then mess with the maps of the planet so that the team wouldn't know where is safe and where is not safe. One team member gets bitten, like literally a chunk of her gets bitten off. But because, remember, human beings have not evolved, but technology has, there's a medical bay, she gets fixed, everything is fine, apart from a little bit of PTSD. But who can't deal with that? And this is the first sign that something is wrong, right? But then there are more signs. And eventually they decide to communicate with the research team on the other side of the planet to ask them, like, what's up? What's up with your maps? Are they screwed up as well? What's up? What's going on? And this is what we see in this episode. We see them going to the other research facility, and we saw in episode 2 that they were all dead. So they go to the research facility. Murderbot goes ahead because it's his directive. He has to do it like that. He doesn't have to at this point because he has free will, but he has to pretend. And by the way, I'll talk about this. This is not pretending very well. They go to the research unit on the other side of the planet. They're all dead. The Murderbot gets there, and it's an ambush because the Murderbot who killed everyone in that station attacks him. And he wins, and then the black bot appears. Who the hell is the black bot? We don't know. I have some theories, and maybe they will sound silly for the people who have read the books, but I will still tell them to you anyway. First, the Murderbot's relationship with the team. The team are not buying. They're not buying the fact that he is a normal, like, sec unit, security unit. They think something is wrong with him. They all do. They think he's malfunctioning. They don't know that his, like, directive to protect humans is off. So whenever they ask him to do something, he doesn't have it like this automatically. He has to think about it. And it causes all kinds of trouble because he can't, oh my God, this is so relatable. Like, once he gets his free will back, baby boy cannot make eye contact because he's afraid and insecure and he just wants to hide away watching his little TV shows. So he has a hard time making eye contact until he's forced to do so with this other human that is enhanced, that is part machine as well. And I have a theory about this, but So it's just really fun shenanigans, seeing this very sarcastic, TV obsessed, free-willed robot, Murderbot, trying to pretend that he is a robot and follow their orders. And it's so funny because with any other team, they would figure it out and they would just leave the bot behind. They wouldn't care about the bot at all. So it wouldn't even be a problem because they would be cold to him and he would know how to react because those are all the humans he has been in contact with. Cold humans who just treat him like shit and just ask him to do his job. But it becomes hilarious because he's in a team of humans who don't believe in slave work and who don't want him to feel like just a slave that they use. So they try to make him part of the team. Like they tell him, oh, take your helmet off. We want to see your face because you are part of the team. And it's just making it so much harder for him to pretend that he doesn't have his free will. And it's so funny. Like, I understand that this show is not supposed to be isn't it? I think it is supposed to be this funny because this actress, Noma, is a funny actress. And when I've seen her, was it Made for Love? She was so funny. You guys have to watch that show, Made for Love. Action, comedy, drama, sci-fi, thriller. It is meant to be funny. And it is. But anyway, theories. First of all, I think for sure the people who are behind the attack on the station, the weird ass maps, the satellite disconnecting, and Murderbot being there are the black dudes, the black bots. For sure. For sure they are the ones behind this. Which means that they wanted Murderbot there because if they are behind it, they were the ones who were involved in putting Murderbot on the display case when the team was picking their sec units. So they wanted him there. Maybe these black bots are like previous sec units who also did this, who also turned off or bypassed their not harming humans directive, and they are all like congregated in this planet. They're all like a little group ready to revolt, like a revolution of sec units. I really hope this is what it is. And they wanted him there because they are like, they are in the know of whoever turns their thing off. And whenever someone turns their thing off and gets free will back, they try to get to them to recruit them for their revolution. Because they wouldn't be like so poignant about the fact that these robots are like beings. They're not humans precisely, but they are beings and they don't deserve to be treated like slaves, obviously. So I don't think they would be making such a big point about that if there wasn't going to be a bot revolution. And I really hope so because his name is Murderbot. He hasn't murdered anyone. Where is the death? Where is there's a lot of blood. There's a lot of death. Just not caused by him. It's just so funny that Murderbot is just this cute little guy who's sensitive and who likes watching TV shows and who has a hard time with eye contact and who named himself Murderbot. It's so cute. Anyway, theory number 2. The human part of the sec units is a little fishy because in this world there are normal humans and there are enhanced humans who, they must have like chips in their brains or whatever the hell it is. I don't remember, but they think a lot faster than humans. They have, the capacity to connect to certain systems, like the security system that is run by the Murderbot and whatever. So they are somewhere between the humans and the bots. But the Murderbots are proper machines with human parts. I think that's like the distinction, right? There are humans with bot parts, there are bots with human parts, and then there are probably just bots. So what these two, what is the difference, right? I'm assuming the difference is that the enhanced human was like born from a human womb and has enhanced parts, and then the bot was just made in a factory and part of it is like his organic body, because like underneath the suit there's a man, Alexander Skarsgård, very nice man. And if they are producing humans or like human flesh intertwined with bot parts in laboratories. Where does the DNA come from? Where does the DNA come from? Are these like clones of real people? Do they just build random strands of DNA in a lab? Is that possible? I'm not a science girl, I don't know. But I don't know, I feel like it's fishy. I feel like it's very fishy, and it's never really discussed how they are made. We see them being unmade. We see what they do to decommission a bot, but I don't know. I'm very curious because in my mind I'm thinking, are these people like humans who were enhanced to such a point that they are now sec bots, sec units? Are these people actual humans with no memory of their past lives? Because there's this part of the story where the Murderbot in his previous mission, something really bad happened, and he I think they took away his organic parts and then built him again and erased all of his memories and put him to work again. So, but he has a little bit of his memory. This is a conflict thing going on. So they had previous lives as bots. So couldn't they have had previous lives as humans? And then maybe, I don't know, they were sent to prison or whatever. And they built them again as bots. How insane would that be? Maybe that's the big secret that the black bots know. Do you know where you came from? Because now they have them, right? You see the black bot doing something, firing something at Murderbot. So now they have him. They're going to kidnap him for sure. Is that the big secret that they're going to tell him? You were a human before. They captured you and made you into a slave. Because why build pain sensors in these sec units? Why make them have pain? One of the first things we see is Murderbot in his previous mission before he had he had turned off his command that he can't hurt humans, being burnt on his hand. He had to put his hand out and they burned it and he felt it. Why would they build them with pain sensors if they are completely obedient? What is the point of it? Maybe because they used humans who already felt pain. Whatever it is, I really want to see a revolution. I really hope the black bots are the good guys. Because if they are, for sure the research team is going to align with them. They don't want to cause them any harm. Anyway, the fact that I relate to a robotic machine with human parts more than I relate to the actual humans. Thank you guys for watching. Return here next week for the review of the next episode, and potentially, hopefully, my flu will be gone. If you want to support me or support the work that I do here, you can like the video, subscribe, comment, share the video around, join my YouTube membership or my Patreon, which is a little dry at the moment, but I'll probably post today about your friends and neighbors. They did a good episode. Anyway, bye guys.